Some of them try to rhyme, but they can't rhyme like this. Some of them try to rhyme, but they can't rhyme like this. Some of them try to rhyme, but they can't rhyme like this. Some of them try to rhyme, but they can't. Get down. Get down. Get down. Get down. You should know better. Chris Cross is not having anything today. Ashley Stanley's only crossed out.
Okay. I've been running around to all my classes. Today is my busiest day. 5 classes. I kind of just had a brief break for myself to eat. I kind of spaced out my schedule like that so I would not be a complete zombie throughout the day. But I'm looking forward to when I can stop and go back to the residence halls because I'm really tired. Didn't really sleep too much, and I have something to go to tonight. There's a speaker it's kind of like celebrate Martin Luther King Day. It's already passed, but I guess the university celebrates it by having films or speakers. Tonight they're playing Selma, but I've already seen the movie, and there's a speaker. Who was it? What was her name? Once I'm there tonight, I'll talk more about it, but she marched with King, and she worked with him. It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna take my camera if I can, and maybe I can even record something, because I totally would love to use that in my documentary. But Wednesday is the day to be active. I feel like it's good for people to have a day where they are committed to working. Even I know you should always be working, always progressing, but have a day when you just say, no bullshit, just do it. I feel like that focuses your mind a little bit. It gives you kind of like if you give yourself a goal, it helps a lot. I'm gonna go try not to die. I'll see you guys later. Oh my God, I'm done. I'm done for the day. It's all good. I survived. I killed it. I learned something. Didn't fall on my butt. Ice is a danger. They don't want us to not fall. Remember? Major key. Not falling in the snow. Snow is not a major key. But other than DJ Khaled memes, this is where I'm going. I don't know if this is actually backwards because I can't remember how the selfie camera works or the face, whatever. I'm going into a talk by Diane Nash. I knew it was with a Diane Nash. I feel bad that I'm forgetting like history, but at the same time, she's living history, and I feel like this is a moment I could not pass up. I got an extra ticket so I could see if Anna wanted to go. Just because I feel like it's important that people hear the stories that our elders had to tell us. And I'm not saying like any old person you find, anyone who's like over the age of whatever, because not everybody has something important or relevant to say. Like Bobby's uncle who served in whatever war or was alive during whatever incident, he might just be like, yeah, it was interesting, and that could be it. When someone who was present, like really present, and was affected by what was going on in the past, or has something like a complex idea or thought to offer on a subject, that's something worth going to and approaching, because with these type of events, you bring up the past, but you also bring up the opportunity to learn from it. Because as far as I'm concerned, older people who've gone through these things that we see in textbooks, they are worth more than a single like chapter. Like some of these things have a chapter to discuss the whole movement or the whole period. And these people are like walking libraries of everything that happened. You get to see the good, the bad, the ugly. You get things that you may not have known about, personal experiences, and it all adds up to something special that deserves attention. And I'm glad that the university is promoting this. And I feel like it's something that needs to be done more outside of an academic setting, because it's not just something you should want to educate yourself about. It's something you should want to embrace. I know there's kind of a vagueness to what I'm saying, but embrace in the sense that when you go to this, it's not simply to make sure you've heard the words and it goes in one ear and out the other. Make sure you take certain things to heart and you really pay attention and allow yourself to remain open. Not everything the speaker says in general in talks like this can be true or be quite as relevant as it was in previous years, but it adds to the current discussion in, I think, the best way possible. Better than going into a library and trying to find a book. Why not find the person who was there when the book was written? In some sort of way. But it was too cold outside. There was too much. I went for all my classes. I'm done for the day. This is all I have to do. And I think today is gonna be a good day. Maybe I'll get some sleep. But in case I don't see you guys again, stay woke. Signing off.
Crime, violence, murder and suicide, race and class tensions, the 1% and the 99%, the environment, unemployment, the economy, drug abuse, wars and military activity, the murder of unarmed black men and boys by police. Agapic energy is applicable to the issues upon which you want to work. The movement of the 1960s provides us with a legacy that we can use in 2016 and into this young century. In the 1960s, we did not know if agapic energy would work. Now we know that it does. We now have an alternate and a better way to conduct social struggle and to wage war. We have an opportunity to move a step higher in our evolving into an improved species. Voting is important, but voting is not enough. We must understand that elected officials have not and will not do what is necessary to protect the interests of this country and of American citizens. We citizens must take the future into our own hands. Can you imagine if we had waited for elected officials to desegregate lunch counters and buses and get the right to vote in the South? We probably would still be waiting. We need to study the social issues that concern us. We should study agapic energy, the philosophy and strategy, and then we can plan and execute the strategy and bring about needed changes. We need to realize that there is no one to solve the problems but you and me. History books and the media frequently portray the movement of the 60s as Martin Luther King's movement. It was not. This doesn't take anything away from Martin. I think he was a great man, and his contribution was tremendous. But the fact is that people did everything necessary to sustain that movement. Martin King was not the leader. He was the spokesperson. Younger people in the Student Nonviolent Coordinating Committee and on the Southern Christian Leadership Conference staff were constantly upset with him for not going fast enough. It was not Martin Luther King's movement, it was a people's movement. And that's important for you to understand, because if young people today think it was Martin King's movement, when you look around in society and see things that need to be changed, if you think it was Martin's movement, you might say, I wish we had a great leader like a Martin Luther King today so that this could be changed. But if you understand that it was a people's movement, and ordinary people just like you did everything necessary for that movement, then you will say, when you see something that needs to be done in society, you will say, what can I do?